a shocking discovery that will change history. In various corners of the world, evidence is being found that casts doubt on the official version of evolution, the truth that they try to hide. In the silence of the scorching desert, in Nevada, where time seems to stand still, archaeologists stumbled upon remains that could overturn all our understanding of ancient humans. Here, among the sun-scorched land, a giant skeleton was discovered whose bones are approximately 25% more massive than those of modern humans. Each bone found seems to scream of the might and unknown power of ancient ancestors who left their mark on this land. Researchers, using advanced technologies, meticulously studied every curve and every crack, recording data that could challenge long-established theories of human evolution. Measurements showed that these remains belonged to a human whose height and proportions exceeded anything we have seen so far. In the harsh desert climate, where every grain of sand holds the memory of millennia, the discovered skeleton indicates that ancient humans possessed not only remarkable height but also physical strength that allowed them to endure enormous loads. A careful study of the bone structure revealed a strength that no modern organism can boast. This discovery seems to bring myths and legends to life, reviving the images of giants that could previously only be heard of in ancient tales. The research data evokes not only scientific curiosity but also a profound emotional impact. Every detail, every curve of the discovered bones awakens questions in us about what humanity's past was like and how nature created such incredible physical capabilities. Scientists continue to analyze the find, and it is already clear that this ancient mystery can provide a key to understanding how human physiology has changed over millennia. These remains are not just material evidence. They become a bridge between myth and reality, unveiling unexplored pages of ancient history, where each bone is a message from time, calling us into a world of forgotten mysteries and astonishing discoveries. In the blazing heart of Saudi Arabia, where the silent sand dunes hold many secrets, archaeologists have made a discovery that could make us reconsider conventional norms. Under the scorching sun, among ancient traces, remains were found, each bone of which testifies to the existence of people whose physical strength was almost twice that of modern standards. These skeletal fragments, so massive and extraordinary in their proportions, seem to transport us to a world where grandeur and strength were combined in every movement. Modern research methods have allowed scientists to determine that the structure of the found bones indicates that the ancients people possessed not only hypertrophied sizes but also unique strength, allowing them to handle enormous loads. The analysis showed that the bones of these ancient desert dwellers were so massive that they could withstand loads we can't even dream of today. Such physical conditioning was likely necessary for life in extreme conditions, where every trial of nature tempered the body and spirit. These findings stir up a storm of emotions and questions. How was nature able to grant these people such extraordinary strength? Perhaps it was precisely due to these unique physical attributes. Ancient peoples were able to construct monumental structures and create wonders that remain a mystery to modern science to this day. Every discovered bone fragment is a new thread in the vast tapestry of ancient mysteries that scientists strive to unravel using all the advancements of modern science. The Saudi desert, seemingly lifeless and barren, has turned out to be a true treasure trove of ancient artifacts. Here, among the endless sands, every discovered element seems to whisper of past grandeur, inviting us to immerse ourselves in a world where grand myths and undeniable facts intertwine into a single whole. These remnants make us look at history from a new angle and believe in what the past holds. There are still many wonders capable of changing our perception of what humans might have been like in ancient times. In the heart of mysterious India, where ancient legends intertwine with undisclosed mysteries, under strict military control, specialists have discovered skeletal fragments capable of challenging conventional dogmas about human evolution. Researchers, with awe and attention to every detail, extracted these remains from beneath a dense layer of earth, as if touching the very source of forgotten history. Analysis showed that the size of the found fragments indicates that the height of the individual could have reached approximately 10 feet, a size that is literally astounding. Each bone, each curve spoke of the power and unknown forces of the ancient organism left in the dust of ages. Scientists recorded the tiniest features of the bone structure, strength uncharacteristic of modern humans, and unique proportions indicating a physical power unattainable by contemporary humans. These data spark keen interest and prompt reflection on what conditions might have contributed to such development. Perhaps the extreme climatic and environmental factors of ancient India created a favorable environment for the formation of bodies with extraordinary physical attributes, which, in turn, allowed their possessors to perform tasks that we can only speculate about today. When studying the fragments, specialists note an atmosphere of almost mystical grandeur. Each discovered element seems to carry a message from another world. In this find, one senses not only scientific value, but also a certain symbolism that connects ancient legends with material evidence. Such discoveries compel us to rethink traditional notions of human evolution and raise questions about whether ancient civilizations could have possessed knowledge and physical attributes that today seem almost fantastical. The answers remain hidden, under the veil of time, but each new analysis brings us closer to unraveling this ancient mystery. This discovery becomes a true bridge between myth and reality, awakening in us a reverence for the inexplicable and majestic past. The remains unearthed from the depths of the earth remind us that human history is full of mysteries capable of changing our perception of ourselves and the world around us. On the cold and harsh rocks of the Kola Peninsula, where eternal snow and ice give nature a pristine austerity, scientists have discovered an imprint that astounds with its mystery and scale. This trace, recorded on a massive stone, is about 7 feet long, and its clear outlines seem to testify to the presence of a creature whose physical power surpasses everything known to modern man. Every line and every indentation of this imprint is imbued with a mysterious energy left by an ancient inhabitant, whose presence might be the key to unraveling the legends of giants. Researchers, observing the shape and details of the trace, concluded that its structure could not have been created by random natural processes. The smooth lines and deep indentations, carefully mirroring the contours of a human foot, evoke the feeling that we are facing a message from the distant past, evidence of the existence of giants, about whom ancient legends sang. Such a discovery awakens images of ancient myths in the mind, where the boundary between human and mythical creature blurs, and reality is filled with mystical meaning. Scientists are meticulously studying the rock material, trying to determine what forces could have left such an imprint, and they conclude that this is not just a play of nature. Every detail, from the depth of the dents to the precision of the contours, suggests that the imprint was made by a living creature whose physical strength was so great that even the stone responded to its impact. In this imprint, like an encrypted message, lies the story of ancient times when nature and myth merged into one, creating images capable of evoking deep admiration and awe. This discovery on the Kola Peninsula becomes not just evidence, but a symbol of the inexplicable power of antiquity. Every studied curve and every line of the trace raise questions about who this ancient inhabitant was and what secrets he left us as a legacy. The discovery serves as a reminder that the past is full of mysteries and wonders capable of overturning our understanding of the world, if only we can decipher their messages left through the ages. On the old farm, a discovery was made in the state of New York that still stirs a storm of emotions. For specialists and enthusiasts of ancient mysteries, here, among the old barns and abandoned farm buildings, a mysterious skeleton was discovered, named the Cardiff Giant. Evidence suggests that this ancient inhabitant could have reached a size comparable to 10 feet, which, by modern standards, seems almost mythical. Scientists, studying each bone found, were amazed by its massiveness and strength. The structure of the skeleton differs from the samples we are accustomed to. Every detail, from the long femur bones to the carefully defined joints, indicates that this person had physical characteristics far from ordinary. Analysis showed that the bones of this giant were not only significantly larger, but also have a special shape that allows them to withstand colossal loads. Experts note that each measurement corresponds to data supporting the hypothesis that ancient people might have had unique abilities inaccessible to the modern human body. In the harsh climate and complex ecological conditions, these people likely developed physical strength that helped them overcome all life's challenges. The evidence obtained using modern technologies leaves no doubt. The discovered skeleton is not just an anomaly, but a real witness to an ancient stage of human evolution, when the boundaries of what was possible seemed entirely different. Every fragment of the Cordivian giant's bone seems to whisper to us about a past where myths and reality intertwined into a single whole. This data provokes a storm of questions and a desire to delve deeper into the mysteries of antiquity. Perhaps this discovery is just the tip of the iceberg, capable of overturning our notions of what humans might have been like in ancient times. The story of this giant continues to live in the documents left by archaeologists, reminding us of what time conceals. There are still many mysteries that can inspire us to search and discover. Research on the proportions and structure of ancient human bones reveals to us an amazing world where biological laws can take completely different forms. Scientists, paying attention to every curve and line of the discovered bones, have concluded that the structure of these remains is radically different from modern human standards. The bones of ancient inhabitants are not just larger, they are more massive, and the joints and ligaments possess incredible strength, as if they were created to withstand unimaginable loads. Upon detailed analysis, specialists discovered that each bone seems to be meticulously calibrated, suggesting the presence of unique adaptations. This structural feature, according to researchers, could have been the result of extreme living conditions, when ancient peoples faced harsh climate changes and natural disasters. It is possible that in such conditions, nature endowed them with physical capabilities that seem almost fantastical to us. Every fragment found, whether it's a massive femoral segment or a meticulously outlined joint, it indicates that ancient people possessed strength capable of performing wonders. Scientists note that such proportions are extremely rare and have no counterparts in the modern population. This data provokes not only scientific amazement, but also a deep awe in the face of the majestic mystery of antiquity. After all, each bone contains a story about how people adapted to harsh conditions, developed physical qualities, and possibly had abilities that we can only speculate about. A detailed study of such remains opens a door to the past, where myths of giants come to life on the pages of archaeological discoveries. This find not only expands our knowledge of the physical appearance of ancient people, but also makes us ponder what other secrets the earth holds. In every dimension, in every line of these bones, there is a story hidden that can awaken in us the desire to unravel the mysteries inherited from ancient ancestors and believe that our understanding of human nature is still far from complete. Among ancient manuscripts and inscriptions carved in stone, among the yellowed pages of sacred texts, there are mentions of people whose height and strength exceeded the bounds of possibility. From Egyptian frescoes to Sumerian tablets, in different corners of the world, archaeologists find traces of beings whose sizes challenge the conventional understanding of evolution. Ancient chroniclers were not just creating myths, they were recording what they saw with their own eyes. Biblical writings speak of the Nephilim, giants born from the union of mortal women and celestial beings. In Sumerian myths, there are mentions of great kings whose height reached incredible sizes. In the Indian, the epic Mahabharata describes battles with beings whose strength and agility astonish even modern researchers. These texts share the idea that once upon a time, there lived people on Earth whose size and capabilities exceeded the ordinary. However, there are also material proofs, megalithic structures, with the weight of stone blocks measured in hundreds tons, carved into the cliffs, with staircases too large for an ordinary person. Perhaps the ancient builders were indeed different from us. Modern scientists face a question that remains unanswered. If giants are merely a myth, then why do so many cultures, which never interacted with each other, describe them in the same way? The story carved in stone continues to challenge science. New archaeological findings suggest that ancient texts may not just be myths, but evidence of eras when humans were entirely different beings. Perhaps the stone holds a truth that is yet to be uncovered. In forgotten corners of the world, in places untouched by modern man, old legends live on, passed down from generation to generation. In the jungles of South America, in the deserts of the Middle East, in the taiga of Siberia, the locals tell stories of giants who once ruled these lands. They are not just myths, they are a living heritage, echoing in the voices of the descendants of those who witnessed the incredible. In one of the mountain villages of Pakistan, the elders claim that their ancestors hid in caves from red-haired giants who possessed immense strength. In African tribes, legends still persist about ancient gods who descended from the heavens, whose size exceeded all reasonable limits. In Alaska, indigenous peoples passed down stories of how giants hunted mammoths, using them as prey, and then vanished without a trace. Such legends might be considered mere fantasy if not for archaeological findings that confirm the words of the local inhabitants. On all continents, enormous footprints are found fossilized in stone, massive bones that do not belong to any known human species. In some cases, excavations are conducted under a veil of secrecy, and the discovered remains disappear from scientific reports, leaving only the memories of those who saw them. The voices of the past sound differently in myths, songs, and legends, but their essence remains unchanged. They speak of a world that was entirely different, of people whose capabilities astound the imagination. Perhaps we have forgotten them, but the memory of them lives on in stories passed down through the centuries. And perhaps, somewhere among the hidden ruins of ancient civilizations, we will find evidence that these stories are not just legends. At the intersection of modern technology and ancient mysteries, within the depths of archaeological research, scientists are increasingly encountering discoveries that seem to pull us out of the familiar world and transport us to an era where physical strength and the ability to construct monumental structures seems supernatural. Recent excavations in various parts of the world have given reason to reconsider our understanding of the capabilities of ancient civilizations. The data suggests that those who built giant stone structures possessed physical characteristics that were not. To modern humans, massive stone blocks, weighing hundreds of pounds, were erected without the use of machinery. And their precision and accuracy leave even the most seasoned researcher impressed. Scientists note that the bone structure found at ancient construction sites has unique adaptations. They are not only larger but also incredibly stronger, capable of withstanding enormous loads. Such features likely allowed ancient people not only to carry heavy loads but also to perform tasks requiring exceptional physical strength. Modern analysis methods, including computer modeling and microstructural analysis, provide grounds to suggest that the physical conditioning of ancient inhabitants was a result of natural adaptation to harsh environmental conditions. These findings evoke deep awe and lead us to think that ancient peoples might have possessed not only remarkable strength but also unknown technological knowledge that allowed them to construct architectural masterpieces. In every fragment of stone found, in every line of ancient bone, there is a message from time that makes us ponder about the secrets our planet hides. These studies seem to open a door to another world for us, where grand ideas and physical power went hand in hand. We are beginning to understand that stories previously considered myths may turn out to be reflections of real facts, and ancient civilizations the bearers of unique knowledge and abilities. Each new analysis becomes a key to solving mysteries that have remained undisclosed for centuries and inspired the search for answers capable of overturning our understanding of human evolution. As modern archaeologists continue to study the forgotten corners of ancient civilizations with awe, a more multifaceted picture of the past, full of mysteries and astonishing discoveries, unfolds before us. The results of excavations in various regions of the world demonstrate that traditional views on human evolution may be incomplete. Facts gathered with the help of the latest technologies suggest that ancient humans possessed physical strength that allowed them to overcome seemingly insurmountable construction challenges. Structural analysis of the remains reveals that the bones of these people had special mechanical properties, indicating adaptations that today seem almost superhuman. This data, supported by archaeological findings, serves as a bridge between ancient myths and modern science. Stories passed down from word of mouth. Ancient legends and sacred texts now take on new meaning in light of the discovered artifacts. We observe how science gradually erases the line between the imagined images of giants and the real evidence of their existence. Every fragment found, whether it's a massive bone imprint capturing the power of an ancient step or elements of ancient structures, becomes new evidence that our past was richer and more astonishing than we could have imagined. This discovery not only broadens the horizons of archaeological research, but also makes us ponder more deeply about the nature of human development. Perhaps the ancients peoples possessed knowledge unknown to us, allowing them to create architectural marvels that still inspire awe. These studies urge us to seek answers to questions that have been overlooked for centuries, and to rediscover a world where grand myths and undeniable facts merge into one. Thus, our journey into the depths of time continues, where each discovery is a step towards understanding the mysteries hidden within the annals of human history.